We stand at a critical juncture in our collective efforts to limit dangerous global heating. My message is one of hope, not of despair.
COP26 is the latest conference of the parties to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, its Kyoto Protocol and the Paris Agreement. The conference was meant to take place in Glasgow last year, but due to coronavirus was postponed and will take place in November this year. Each year, countries meet over a 2-week period to discuss climate change and how they are cooperating to limit global warming and adapt to its impacts. COP26 is being described as the most significant climate event since the 2015 Paris Agreement, with 2021 being described as a make or break year in the fight against climate action.
There have been a number of very high-profile COPs, 3 of them in particular. First, COP3 in 1997, at which the Kyoto Protocol was adopted. This protocol was the first agreement to commit developed countries to meet legally binding targets to reduce or limit greenhouse gas emissions. Then there was COP15 in Copenhagen, held in 2009, and the first COP to be attended by a significant number of world leaders and intended to result in a new climate agreement for the period beyond 2012. And finally, at COP21 in Paris in 2015, world leaders agreed a new international treaty which committed all countries to take action to address climate change and work collectively to limit global warming to well below 2 degrees. The UK presidency will clearly be aiming for COP26 to be remembered for achieving further notable progress on climate action.
The UK presidency has identified 4 key goals for Glasgow. These can be summarised as: first, agreeing to a step change in commitments to emission reductions, and this is represented by countries submitting their enhanced nationally determined contributions and long-term strategies, and really looking at how those will scale climate ambition. Secondly, looking at how to strengthen adaptation to climate change impacts. Thirdly, getting finance flowing for climate action. And fourth, enhancing international collaboration on the energy transition, clean transport, and also nature-based solutions. The Climate Champions is spearheading a campaign known as the Race to Zero, and it's expected that many private sector companies, industry groups, research institutions and other stakeholders will be engaged in this Race to Zero. This will include through making pledges to set science-based greenhouse gas reduction targets, but also to pursue a transition to net zero by 2050. Baker McKenzie has been participating in climate negotiations for many years now, and will again have a team on the ground at COP26, closely following the climate, finance and carbon market negotiations.
The team at Baker McKenzie is very much looking forward to being at COP26, attending in person in Glasgow, hopefully meeting some clients and reporting back to everybody on the key developments that we find there.